Right on. Right on.
Right on. Right on. Right on.
Hey, how's it going?
Villager of Fraternity is now following.
Hey, thanks, Village. What is that?
I'm toast. I'm toast.
How do we got?
Right on.
640?
Right on.
Lots of time. Why did it give a weird...
Right on. Right on.
Follower? Thanks for following, Village. You are follower number 400. That is, that's a good milestone number. We'll see how long it lasts. It seems to be, I'll hit 400, and then like 2 days later it's like $3.99, then it's like back to 400, then it's like $3.99, then it goes down to $3.98. Let's get... Alright, 5 minutes left. Tons of time. I am on it today. I'm usually scrambling with like seconds remaining before this thing starts.
Right on.
Get this
Right
caffeine
on. Right
into
on.
the system before this starts.
Right on. Right on. Right on.
I've just gone through
Right on.
the base phase of the training program, and I'm currently about a week. I think this is week number 2 of the build phase, and during the build phase it keeps ramping up just a little bit more. So this will be a decent one because it's got a whole bunch of sort of 1-minute efforts over FTP. That's the Zip Canyon app working. I'll get the fan preemptively going. Jeez Louise. Need to, I always forget to turn that down. So,
Right on.
the volume of that needs to be lower. It is way too freaking loud in my ears.
Right on.
I totally forgot what I was going to do. I wasn't going to turn... Oh, I wanted to check if Zwift took the trainer over again. No. Okay, good. Am I getting watts? No, no, don't connect. No Zwift, unpair.
Right on.
Don't want Zwift touching the trainer.
Luma file is now following.
Sumo, thank you for the follow. Got 119. This is going to start off super slow because the workout has 10 minutes of ramp. So it's going to be me off the back. I'm thinking I should be able to get 3C done before the hour so I can continue on because this workout's an hour and a half. So I think I should probably sign up for 3C again at noon. See here, 3...
Right on.
Do that for noon. And I get a million notifications with 15 minutes to spare, but oh, 22 seconds. Head unit turned off.
Right on.
Right. 10, 9, 8. Let's toss a little bit of coffee down.
Right on.
1. Workout started.
Right on.
Yeah. It's like a ramp up starting at 115 watts. Everyone is going to be so far ahead.
Right on.
Oh, I put a new chain on the weekend. It is smooth. You can feel it. It does look nice. Springtime and Zwift. I think maybe I had the old chain on just like a little bit too long. It wasn't lubed properly. Hey, Dimitri. Look at it outside, Dimitri. Look at this. We got the sunshine. It was 14 degrees yesterday. It was -1 this morning though. 14C. So I think I could probably start riding to work soon, but it was -1 in the morning, but it was 14 by like 3 in the afternoon. It was beautiful. And it looks pretty good today. Oh, whoops. Mountain bikes. My shoes just totally came undone. Didn't have them all. Oh, what the heck? Hey guys. Doing pretty good. It's a beautiful sunny day out. I'm working from home, riding in my garage, getting double XP. Steering is on and I forgot to ride. Okay, I'm a little bit disappointed with Zwift on this though, because all previous Tour of Watopias, they didn't auto switch the bikes over. So it was like my enjoyment where I would stop, switch to the mountain bike, and just immediately pass 200 people on road bikes in the dirt. And now it's like cheesy that they auto switch you to the mountain bike. Like, no man, people need to get off and do it themselves. I will be cooking some chicken. I think chicken's on the menu for tonight. There'll be worse problems than having so much. I have a Elite Steerzo. It's like a steering block. And that hooks up to Zwift. So, but I'm really glad they enabled it in Tour of Watopia, because Zwift was all like, hey, everybody, let's do steering, it's so awesome. But they never, ever, ever had steering enabled, ever. So it was like, hey, great, I bought this thing to not steer. But kind of gives you something else to do, because you can cut corners. And it works pretty good because you can just gently, like it's linear. Yeah. Well, these workouts that I've been doing, base phase, have been pretty boring, so gives me something to take my mind off the boring. The jungle's pretty good. There's a lot of steering involved. I got 2 minutes and 40 seconds on this ramp up. Yeah, well, what's happening is I'm doing a workout on the head unit, and the head unit is controlling the trainer, and then the trainer tells Zwift what power I'm doing. So I'm technically I'm on a group ride, but I'm in ERG mode. I don't have anywhere near the ability to hold power like that. It's kind of like it's a way of getting around Zwift's no workouts in group rides thing. Oh, yeah, that has happened on some of the apps, but I found with the head unit, it's been decently stable. One minute when it begins. Problem with steering though is you can't ride through people. You sort of bash into them. But if you cut the corners a lot, you can make up a little bit of time. I don't think you're going to win any races, but see, normally if I'm doing a workout, I'd have a different display, but Zwift doesn't let you turn off the heads-up display during Tour of Watopia. They disabled it. If you could really hit 2,000 watts, that'd be super awesome. Oh, there we go. I don't know what my max is. I think it was like 1470 or something, but my outdoor 15-second personal record is something like 1320. The first hard interval is always the hardest. Like your body's like, what the heck is happening here? What is going on? All these people on pins. You unlock the 12. They're like, I did it. I got the badge. It proves it. See everyone? That's a good question. I don't know, actually, if 1200 is.
Sir underscore Zwift a lot rated with 1 viewers.
Hey, this is Zwift a lot. Welcome, Raiders.
Let's give a big shout out to Sir underscore Zwift a lot. Make sure to check them out at https://twitch.tv/Sir underscore Zwift a lot.
That's really like almost. The blur. Already done. That's... There you go. There you go. Woo. Woo.
With level 60 kit. What the heck? Hey guys. Hey Skip, hey Clutch. Lady is blocking my steering. Why is she on the screen for so long? Let's see where I'm going. Minute 30. Probably drafting these guys, not just trying to cut corners. Right here. On 7K already in 13 minutes? Well, I guess it all was downhill, so. XP. I'll take that. 20 seconds. Three, two, one. Eased into it. Usually it's just like bam, interval. This is the longest minute ever. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Singing a minute my ass. Oh, it's a smart workout. So it might have been more than a minute. It's pushing me. The heart rate back down. Going this slow, I should definitely be
Right on.
cutting corners. Whoa, 134 watts. Oh, it's giving me super easy rest. What? Yeah, happily. Huh. I'll take 130. Not going to complain about that. To 168 for 3 minutes. Holy. I think it's around 270. 270 is what the system tells me. It increased. I did a race last Wednesday against the advice of the training program, and I got a FTP bump. Slowly working my way back up. I was down to 220 at the beginning of the year. 2022 sucked. Super sucked. Well, I shouldn't say it did. The last half of 2022 was a horrible year. I just didn't ride much at all. Gained a bajillion pounds. Then January rolled around. I thought, I need to get back at it. Sort of shocking the gains you lose when you take a month and a half off and don't ride your bike, but then eat everything. When I first got back on the bike in January, even a light effort, I thought I was going to die. I think these red intervals, the next one's in 45 seconds. Yeah, like if you take a week off, it's beneficial. You take a month and a half off, no, you go right in the toilet. And the problem is your brain remembers what you used to be able to do. So when I jumped back on Zwift, I was like dying doing 200 watts. I'm thinking, what the heck? And I was putting myself in picking workouts that pretty much would fail. Yeah, that's what did it for me, was over the month. Like I said, 1 week is actually beneficial for recovery. I think in general, especially with indoor riding, most people don't take enough of a break. Because Zwift is just in your face all the time, like race, race, race. Every 5 minutes there's a race starting, and you just go from one race to the next. Yeah, go for some runs just to keep the cardio system moving. I try. Our family goes to Mexico, or we try to at least once a year for like a week. And I always go down with like, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna spend an hour in the gym every morning. And then when I get there, I'm like, I'm here to do nothing. I'm going to the gym. But I have coworkers that when they go, they're in the gym every single day for an hour or 2 hours. It's like, man, seems like a waste. You're only down there for 7 days. Like, if you're for a month is a long time. I would love to go down for a month. It's so hard getting past. I just want to do more effort and catch people. But that is the exact reason why I do ERG workouts during these, because I can't control myself. And I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna catch that guy. And then, oh, I'm gonna grab this guy's wheel. And then next thing you know, my training plan is out the window. It's like, you were supposed to be doing base. What are you doing? Doing sprints. Might, with this weather turning better, oh, I could just put it gonna that's a problem with Discord all the time too, is everyone's got like a nickname. One sec here. Wrap it up. Oh, no problem.
Backyard, my cat, I think, went over the fence.
Oh, sure, yeah, there's just down the side driveway there, there's a gate you can open. No problem. Yeah, our local bike club. A lady has lost her cat and she thinks the cat jumped into our backyard. So she wanted my permission to go in the backyard. Oh, that was a good time and right into hard interval. Yeah, our local bike club, we had to put a rule that people at least use some variation of their real name. Was nice of her to ask. It's like you have all these members and we're advertising group rides and all these people are like, yeah, I'll go on a group ride. And then they show up on the ride and it's like, who are you? Oh, I'm like Big Jimmy 69 on Discord. Like, oh, like what's your real name? And so it's like you're trying to go through, like for insurance purposes, you're trying to go through the rider list that everyone's got. I mean, if the Discord is massive or not massive, you eventually know that dude is that person. But at the start, it's kind of hard. Okay, that 1 minute was really short. Oh, we're good. Yeah, we did that for the longest time as well. And then pretty much when COVID happened, I mean, I've been using Discord for years and years for games and stuff. And just about before COVID happened, and then during COVID, because we'd average 6 to 8 people doing a Zwift ride every Saturday morning. And it's nice to be able to chit chat with everybody. Even if you're not in the same ride, just talking makes the time pass. And then it just kind of grew. It grew from there. I'll get this ride done before the next hour starts, because I don't want to ride for another hour. I only want to ride for 30 more minutes after this is done. I got 1 hour exactly on the workout left. I got to get credit for this stage first. Already. Luckily, I do have most of the route badges already. I just want credit for actually doing stage 4. Nice. I'm short. I thought I did. I totally did for months and months. I was like, I'm done. I beat the game. And then I went and looked, and it realized they had a bunch of like group ride specific routes that they opened up. So I'm actually missing, I think, 3 routes. I think 2 in Scotland and 1 in Richmond, of all places. Like Richmond reverse. Yeah, Scotland did just come out, and it's in the map rotation now, so you can. The key though is if you do workouts. Because if you do a workout in Zwift, it lets you pick whatever world you want and whatever route you want. So if you're trying to get route badges, that's the best way of doing it. So you don't have to wait around. But I was working on the remainder of the badges I needed, but then Tour of Watopia came out. So I'm not going to waste double XP. I just wish I'd ridden more when I was level 50 to get more bonus XP. Yes. Yeah, PRL full, that's a tough one. It's long, and I found it extremely boring. And it just does that loop over and over again. So, Zwift isn't like any normal video game. Most video games, when you reach the level cap, you're done. Zwift, when you reach the level cap, it keeps giving you XP in the background. And then you keep getting more and more XP. Then when Zwift increases the level cap, it gives you bonus XP up to where you would have been if there was no level cap. So what happened though is I kind of got to 50 and just was like whatever and stopped. And Tour of Watopia, I was getting 60 XP every kilometer. But some of the guys, like the hardcore racing dudes that rode a ton, they got bonus XP all the way to 60. And now that I'm not getting bonus XP, yeah, it's totally like rested XP. But thing is though, in like most games, if you hit the level cap, you're done. Like when the next World of Warcraft expansion comes out, you're starting, everyone's on the same playing field. What happens with this is when everyone gets, you get a whole whack of people that have like super bonus XP. I'm complaining now because my bonus XP ran out, but I wasn't complaining when I was getting it. I should have just rode more to get more. It's getting hard. I've played World of Warcraft since it came out pretty much. And that's like the basis of all my, like when I try to explain things, it's easier just to be like, wow. Yeah. So when you do hit 60, keep frickin' riding, because when they make it 70, you'll get to 70 faster. Well, and with WoW, so many people played it, so it's like not some obscure game. Like I have dudes at work that you would never have guessed. Like so many people played it. So when you relate it to other things, it's the easiest. My wife still plays like classic. I found though, as I got older, I only like leveling. I like reading the storyline and leveling, and then I'm done. So when Dragonflight came out, I leveled, followed the story, and was like, bleh. But my wife, she raids still in Classic 3-4 times a week. Yeah, for my wife, it's raiding. For me, it was totally just leveling and reading the story. Like, so when Wrath of the Lich King Classic came out, I totally power leveled. And once I leveled, I think I played it twice since then. Actually, I think and now I'm just waiting for the next Dragonflight to come back out, the next step or phase. But me and my wife, we played hardcore back in the day. And then when we had kids, we took pretty much a super long hiatus. Like I would play when expansions came out, I'd play the expansion and stop playing. But then when they announced Classic, my wife got all crazy for that. And then she's been playing Classic ever since. Got like 6 alts, all maxed level, raiding with 4 different characters. I'm like, man, I don't got time for that. Actually, I have the time for it, I just don't want to. This stage ended too soon. I'm gonna sign up for the noon. Let's unsign up for the C, and let's sign up for the middle distance one. WoW was just, it came out and it was just like perfect. Because even when I play it now, when I'm leveling and it's new, it's still like, that's all I want to do. Like they just captured the exact essence of like people wanting to level and play and grind. Yeah, my wife and I started playing original vanilla, and we didn't have kids, and it was pretty much come home from work, have dinner, and sit in front of the computer till 10 o'clock at night. Like we were probably playing 5 hours every night, going to bed, going to work. Yet our computers were like side by side, which being married to a game addict as well, I think with any addiction, it makes it easy to feed the addiction, because I know a lot of people who like to play WoW and their partner was like, you play too much video games. Oh my gosh. Let's do something with me. But when you're both doing it, it's so easy. I've never played League. I think I should probably start playing. Well, even now, because my wife raids four times a week, I don't get bugged to ride in Zwift because she's on the game. If she was like sitting in the living room bored and I'm on Zwift, she'd be like, spend time with me. Why? I'm bored. Well, I'm gonna keep the workout going. So what I could do, now that we're in normal Zwift land, let's do game, heads up display gone. Let's go to this, like that. Yeah. Oh yes, I loved Warcraft 3. Yeah, this workout, I got another 48 minutes of this workout, so I didn't think stage 3C was going to be that short. I thought being in the jungle, it was going to be closer to an hour and I wouldn't have this much gap in between because I'm not getting bonus XP right now. No! Oh. I'm like looking at it on this screen because I can see it coming. Interval. I don't know if it's better to not see it happen and just be surprised. Something is squeaking. There is something down there squeaking. It's an Xert overlay. So, whoa, workout mix volume 2, bringing in the master of puppets. So what happens is, I'm running the Xert app on the head unit. The Xert app tells the trainer what to do, and at the same time, it tells the Xert servers what I'm doing. And then this is all browser overlay. So it's kind of like going from my house somewhere else and back to OBS. But this is a Karoo 2. I really like it. I got it for a good deal. I was an original Kickstarter backer of the Karoo 1. So I think I paid 260 bucks Canadian for the Karoo 1. Now, the Karoo 1 was pretty darn good. The screen is amazing, but it was missing a few things. So I still mostly used my Garmin head unit. And then, so I had the Karoo 1 for a couple years. Hammerhead was offering a $250 trade-in for the old units. So I was like, I've had this for 2 years, paid 260 bucks, and you're gonna give me $250 for it? So I traded it in for this one. I had all the original stuff. No, I never did. I never installed chat on it or anything. Oh, one sec. Person's back.
Hi, Lee.
Yes.
Hi, I'm your neighbor across the thing there. I'm just looking for my cat.
I think your wife was just here looking as well.
Gonna be second because the cat's goes underneath. And
Yeah, no problem. You can go back there. There's a shed. You can get it, climb under. Like, there's a gap underneath our shed that she might go into, and then.
Anyway, the damn.
Take a look.
I'm telling
Lee, nice to meet you. Oh, I feel so bad. They're like house sitting the cat. They have I guess the parents are on vacation, and they have the grandkids and the cat. And the cat got outside and like ran away, and it's not from this neighborhood. Oh, the people are gonna come home and they'll be like, yeah, your cat's gone. But yeah, so I couldn't pass up the $250 trade-in deal. I had all the original stuff. I barely used the Karoo. Actually, I mostly used the Karoo one to do this, is control the trainer. So I was like, damn right to trade it in. I think after I traded it in, they emailed me back and was like, this is a collector's edition, because it was mint in the box, all the parts. I hope it makes its way back. But yeah, I like the Karoo 2 has been awesome. The battery life could be better, but if you're not doing 8-hour rides, the battery life is fine. They update it religiously every second week. Every second week it's getting some sort of update and tweak. To finish this interval and put myself in the queue. Each one of those intervals just ever so slightly harder than the last one. Let's not join the pen till there's like 2 minutes left. I don't want a big break. It's just gonna make the workout longer. Or it's just gonna like automatically. No, thanks. Well, I'm gonna have to investigate that squeaking going on. I can hear it over my music. Actually, yeah, I can do this next interval before the race starts. Let's do this next one. Even watching the screen and I still almost missed it. Now let's pause this again. Pause. Rolling event. Turn off the overlays. Let's wait 2 minutes. Yeah, I should have picked it. The B route has more road riding, so I only have like half an hour left in this workout. So I'm trying to get maximum kilometers in the smallest amount of time. I only did 3C or 4C. Oh, I just realized I put 3C. I only did 4C just so I could get credit for doing it.
Ride on.
Round 1 was the best, or stage 1. Stage 1, I think it was the C route. You could do the C route at a decent pace, and it was like 55 minutes. And you could just go C, 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 like over and over again. Yeah, the flat stages, so you get tons. I think what I'm gonna do is once they have that, they open back up, like the week of the makeup week, I'm just gonna do stage 1, like stage 1B, non-stop. I think Zwift is fighting over trainer with, nope, felt like it. I pretty much skipped most of 3C. I'm not riding up the Alp. The Alp is inefficient.
Ride on.
Yeah, 36 minutes. Yeah, like, I don't mind doing the Alp, but I want the double XP, so riding up the Alp isn't my idea of what I want to do. But fun. Try to avoid the Alp.
Ride on.
Once I got the wheels, I never needed to ride the Alp ever again. I'm sure if I was fast enough, like all these light dudes, and I was doing, I was under an hour for the Alp, I'd probably be more inclined to do it, but I'm not doing the Alp in under an hour. I'm doing it in like 75 minutes. It's just too long for... Actually, I was to say, wow.
Right on.
The one nice thing, actually, the nice thing about the PRL full though, was being able to get off your bike every lap for a few minutes. That made it so much easier.
Right
33
on.
times?
Right on.
That's way more than I've got. This guy has like Bike Beast and Doc. They're like well over 100. It's just like, man, that's all they do. I think Bike Beast only does Alp. I always say, I think, like my first time up the Alp, I'm like, yeah, I could probably do this a couple times. And then I'll do it halfway up the second time, and I'm like, hell no. No, no, no. It's amazing how quickly you fall off the cliff of, it's like doing fondos, you know, or any long ass ride. You get to 120 kilometers and you're like, I feel pretty good. Like I could go on forever. Like I've only done 120, like this is awesome. And then at 130, you're like, get me the hell off this bike. 26 in February? Ooh, it's crazy. I think it was Tepe. That's impressive. That is super impressive. Tepe got the Tron bike on a 7-day Zwift free account. Yeah, it was impressive. He was almost doing a virtual Everesting every day. Well, yeah, I think like radio tower, because if you're going to do a virtual Everesting, your main goal is elevation gain. So you kind of want to find the steepest route that you can ride so you can get the most elevation. And the radio tower is steep. But part of virtual Everesting is you have to have the trainer difficulty on 100. So that would get super difficult. Hey Brad, how's it going? Just trying to get double XP and finish a workout. Wednesday work from home day. I'm riding my bike at noon. Was it the Alp that he did for 24 hours? I remember him doing it 24 hours. I didn't realize I didn't pay enough attention that it was on the out. I thought he was using it as a loop. That's just insane. But those guys, Pookie Butt weighs 130 pounds. You watch when he races, and he puts out like 260 watts, and he's like 4.1 watts per kg. It's like me putting out 260 watts. It's like 2 watts per kg. Yeah, he's a super experienced like bike tourer. He's in a lot of like bike packing tour type stuff. Pacing, I'm getting better, but I was very bad at pacing in the past. And I always used to go out way too hard on most long rides and try to hold on for dear life for the remainder of the ride. Typically on the verge of bonking. The problem is at the start of a very, very long ride, you need to be going at a pace that feels almost ridiculously too easy, because that's the pace you're going to be able to maintain 6 hours in. In 6 hours, that pace is going to be your like 80% pace. But it starts off at your 40% pace. Yeah, I have done some 5-hour races and that's what always would happen to me. I get caught up in the moment thinking it's a race, and I would try to maintain race pace for 5 hours. And then you get slower and slower, and then you bonk, and then you're barely alive. And it wasn't until I sort of let people just go and ride at what I needed to ride at, and I was knocking hour and a half off my personal bests just from pacing. And when I finished the race, I'd been like, I don't feel so bad. Like previously, I'd be like falling off my bike and dying. And I noticed that a lot in Zwift. Like me and my buddies over the winter, we're doing a lot of base miles, and you go in like the Zwift fondos, and we call it the slow race. And you start off pretty much dead last, and just going at a nice, consistent zone 2 pace, see how many people you can pass. Because everyone gets caught up in the moment of the Zwift start, and within half an hour, you're passing a ton of people. Yeah, it's definitely a trained and acquired skill of knowing your pacing. But, especially with Zwift, there's just a lot of people don't do really long rides. Now, people jump on Zwift, go hard for 45 minutes. Oh, so and you can ride outside all year round. I thought this route did more flat stuff than start climbing. This is not good XP. Interval. Thanks for stopping by. Wow. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Feels so long. think once we get over this bridge, cuts over to the side, we get like the elevation change, like if I cut the corner. That's a good question. I don't know. Because technically, if you're on a switchback and you go on the inside, it's steeper, but shorter. Oh, I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention. And that's hot. I think that was it. That was the last. It's snowing? Are you serious, Dimitri? That is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, it's almost April. What the hell? Totally is the worst. Yeah. That is, this whole year has been just unbelievable. Well, we're in the cool down phase. 6 more minutes and just going slow. 1 minute, 45 seconds. That'll work. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Workout complete. Well, that is it. No, I'm just finishing the workout. Done. Done. But thanks for everyone from stopping by. Dimitri, as always. See you when you're on next. Thanks for the follow. Lumophile, Village of Eternity. Thanks for the raid. Sir Zwift a lot. They're going to go raid Finite. Maybe in 2 months, exactly. 2 months, Dimitri. 2 months, you're going outside. And have some outdoor IRL streams in July.